This segment is brought to you by Central National Bank. Put our ag professionals to work for you.
Hello and welcome to Horsing Around. I'm Dr. Chris Blevins at Kansas State Veterinary Health Center, and I am joined by Mr. Lee Hart. So thank you very much, and he has Cowboy Logic.
We're based out of Topeka, Kansas,
Okay.
at Arrowhead Stables there. We run a boarding and training facility. I grew up in the Flint Hills,
Okay.
went to high school there at Council Grove, and went to college at Colby and K-State, and have spent the last 25 years just developing a passion for the horse and really working and trying to develop a program that's simple and logical so people can understand it and be successful with their horse.
You know, I think that all those things and just listening to your past history and kind of just how you got to where you are now is also something that's just neat to know and to respect you even more with. Like how did, you know, I know you went to Council Grove. What else have you done either with your horse or getting to where you're at now that just kind of put you where you're at?
Well, I think most importantly is I grew up on horses. We started with a ranching background. I've been lucky enough to work through the Flint Hills and work on all the big ranches. And, you know, one of the first influences in my life was Dean Smith. And he was an amazing horseman. Luckily enough, he was right there at Council Grove, and he put a thirst for knowledge in me. And he really helped prepare me to go on and to keep searching it out and to try to get better.
Yeah, and whenever I sit down and just listen to some of the stuff you're talking about, even yesterday, was the aspects of mainly we got to change ourselves and our own mindset on how we deal with horses, because we try to put a lot of blame into the horse in a lot of aspects, and just kind of making sure that we're in the right frame of mind before we kind of go. Is that correct?
Oh, that's 100% correct.
Yeah.
You know, a horse is a natural follower, and they do not really want to take a leadership role. You know, take the herd dynamic, for example. The least sought after job is a lead mare, and the only reason why one of them will step up and do it is because they have to at that stage. They do not want that. They have to be on edge all the time. They're paying attention, and if something's coming, it's their job to alert everybody else. While everybody else out there gets to be couch potatoes. They're out there grazing, relaxed. They're not worried about anything around them, and they're just paying attention to that lead mare. And that's why it's really important when we get a horse in our hand, from the minute we catch him to the minute we put him away back in his nice, safe, comfortable environment, that we are responsible, that we are the leader, and we're responsible for every step he takes and every movement he makes at that stage. And that's what he wants from us. So therefore, if we take that role, man, we can be really positive and develop a nice, confident horse. You
know, and I think that's something else it's good cowboy logic, right? The
Absolutely.
Horse is simple. And I think that sometimes we try to complicate the situation, and all we just need to do is just be good leaders.
You know, the great thing about the horsemanship clinics and all of that, and we travel all over and do them, is they help you get your foundation solid. And if your foundation, you know, disengaging your hips, your one rein stops, pushing the shoulder through, your leg yields, if that's not good on your horse, nothing else is going to be good on your horse. Any problem we have with a horse comes back to our foundation training. That's why it's so important to build a strong foundation in our horse.
That is great, and I think that if you want to learn more about Lee Hart and Cowboy Logic, I got a website to go to, leeharttraining.com.
leeharttraining.com. You can look us up on Facebook, and just send me a message. If you even have a question, send the question and I'll answer your message.
That's great. Well, thank you, Lee Hart, for today. And
thanks for having me. Absolutely.
That's wonderful information. Everybody can learn a lot from Lee Hart. So I'm Dr. Chris Blevins with Horsing Around, and we'll see you around.